Loush, Ibby, and you. Today we're talking about TikTok. Don't stop. I'm a TikToker. What do they do? Do the dance, do the dance. I don't know what I am doing because I'm too old to give a shit. The things people do for clout, the things people do for attention. We're in a pandemic. We are socially starving. We are social animals and we have not been able to engage with one another. So what does that do? Does that make us worse at socializing, better at socializing, more dangerous at some of the content that we create, especially for the younger generation who's still trying to figure out who they are and what kind of content they should make and what this whole online phenomenon is. Now, of course, the kids, they have fun, they do what they want, but every now and then I raise an eyebrow because I'm reminded at sort of the lack of empathy or the lack of understanding, the lack of real world experience. I was sent a video. I don't know who it is. I don't know the name of this person, and I'm probably not going to mention it either because apparently they use footage of the Beirut blast that happened not too long ago. But apparently this TikToker took it upon himself to describe how 2021 is going and thought that it was a good idea to use the biggest catastrophe in, I think, Lebanon's recent history and one of the biggest examples of human suffering and devastation the world had seen in 2020 as an excuse for clout, apparently. Now we're gonna watch the TikTok together. You ready?
Let's go. Like, how does that even relate to what?
So it's him in a robe standing at a window drinking his coffee, and it's actually the first scene is the Beirut blast, and then the subsequent scenes are zombies, UFOs, and a
demolition,
a building falling. So I'm disappointed. Am I angry? Not really. Did I expect more from whoever this was? Perhaps a little bit. A TikToker's thirst and appetite for attention can never be quenched or filled.
Ever.
Their need for validation and clout is a wide black hole in space that just sucks everything up. Especially after seeing footage like this. The blast shook the world. The blast destroyed an already suffering country, and it dried up any hope that I had for a better Lebanon. In that moment, 3 days I didn't sleep. I couldn't even create content because of it. And so now I need to watch this child think that he's doing something cool, imaginative, creative, trendy, innovative, maybe hopefully adding some value to the world. I understand the message he's trying to communicate, but it's just so incredibly hard to watch this boy be so disconnected with reality. 200 people lost their lives. 6,000 people were injured. 300,000 people were left without homes. Even to this day, are still suffering the ramifications of the Beirut blast.
But hey, if it helps you get some clout, then
we have to call this out.
No, it's unacceptable at all.
We have to let them know that this is wrong, and we need to stop desensitizing people to suffering of people that are not in their immediate sphere.
Like if this was any other disaster, like major disaster with injuries or deaths, it would have been a more serious situation.
Building A, B, or C of 9/11. Imagine. Now some people are gonna say, hey, it's just a TikTok, it's no big deal, bro, come on, it's just Chad or Tyler doing his thing. He got so many likes, little young girls DM'd him, he got a bunch of followers. This is our country we're talking about here.
Like, let's get Lebanon out of it for a second. If it was any disaster, people lost their lives, how would you, like don't you think about the families of those people when they see your video and the first thing they see is an explosion and you're all there happy with your coffee mug and your stupid little robe?
Yeah.
Like,
and then even creatively speaking, if you want to break down the video itself, he showed zombies, he showed UFOs. Things that are considered fictional,
like
to this point. At least the ones that he was depicting.
Yeah.
We're not going to get all technical now. And then he showed a controlled demolition by expert construction workers who know exactly what they're doing. Explosive technicians. The building comes down perfectly. Not a single casualty, not a single injury. Thank you, Bob. You did a great job. Here's your paycheck. But then he shows the Beirut blast as though it's somehow a part of that series of themes, if you will. And so, for me, it's more the desensitization. For me, it's more the lack of empathy. For me, it's more him not realizing that if I created a video, the same exact video, me holding a cup of Arabic coffee in Beirut, outside of my balcony with the beautiful palm trees and the birds chirping, and I see the Mediterranean Sea with the fishermen and everything, and I say a normal day in 2021, and then you see the Twin Towers falling down, zombies, UFO, and a controlled demolition. How would, maybe not him, but how would his parents feel about that? How would the other people feel about that? What does that say? What does that communicate? Does he know better? No, I don't think he does.
Not at all.
And so that's why I'm not angry, and he's not going to get that anger out of us. We're not these enraged Arabs that are going to yell, clench our fists and yell out Allahu Akbar. No.
If he knew any better, he would have done some research before using any one of those pictures or videos in his TikTok.
And here we are, we're talking about it, and I don't know who it is, I don't care who it is, it doesn't even matter, it's completely irrelevant. But I hope that he can learn the real world implications during his quest for clout, which happens to happen on an iPhone or an Android or whatever device that he's on. It happens to happen in a world that only exists in his eyes and in his hands. Let me know what you guys think about this. We need to call these things out more often because, again, my priority is not to be offended at every turn. No, actually, as you guys know, a lot of you know, I'm quite easygoing and open and liberal about this stuff. But the gradual desensitization of brown suffering versus white suffering needs to be talked about.
Big time.
Because when it's happening over there, where all the oil is, and where all of the people are living a different life, it doesn't seem to be like too bad.
Yeah.
I think that we're okay with it. We can actually throw it in a TikTok.
Yeah.
But if it, God forbid, were to happen elsewhere, that's the conversation we want to have.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think, and it's a shame. I hope he can do better. And as usual, you know what we tell them. Zihou.